Okay, good morning, students. Today, now we are going to learn the corporate level strategic analysis. Okay, that is known as what? Corporate level strategic analysis means corporate level analysis. How we are going to analyze the corporate level strategies. Okay, so in this corporate level strategic analysis, we have to know that what does corporate level means. Okay, if corporate level means what, the sector from where the entire organization, the entire industry would be seen, that is known as what? Corporate level. For example, if we talk about the Bajaj, okay, Bajaj Industries Limited, then Bajaj Industries Limited is a corporate level. We can talk in such a way that it is a kind of corporate level. Under it, there are various companies. Okay, some deals in bulbs, some deals in, say, finance, some deals in automobiles, some deals in electricals, some deals in electronics. So these are what? These are the different kinds of segmentations of the Bajaj. That is known as what? Those segmentations are known as what? Business unit level, SBU, strategic business unit level. Okay, so and above that level is known as what? Corporate level. That is known as what? Corporate level. Bajaj India Limited, that is a corporate level. So in this we are going to deal the corporate level strategy analysis, that how we are going to deal with that. Earlier in the classes we have studied about the entire corporate level strategy. Okay, in the earlier, there is my lecture in your fourth semester YouTube channel of Marwadi College. You can find out a lecture related to corporate level strategies. Okay, on that we have studied about the corporate level strategies. Now here we are going to deal about the analysis, that what are those analyses on the basis of which the corporate levels analysis would be analyzed. Okay, so these are on the first, on the very first, on the basis of which, that is known as entrepreneurial mode. On the basis of entrepreneurial mode, we are going to analyze. That is, strategy is formulated by one powerful individual. The focus is on opportunities rather than on problems. Strategy is guided by the founder's own vision of directions. Okay, that is known as what? Entrepreneurial mode. From there we are going to analyze on the basis of entrepreneurial visions, owner's own vision. The other one is what? Adaptive mode. This strategy formulation mode is characterized by reactive solutions to the existing problems rather than a proactive search for new opportunities. Here we have, on the basis of the reactions, we are going to deal, we are going to implement the strategies. That is what? Adaptive mode. The third one is what? Planning mode. Analysts assume main responsibility for strategy formulation. Strategic planning include both the proactive search for new opportunities and the reactive solution of existing problems. In this we are going to deal both the parts, the existing problems as well as the new opportunities. We have to mix both, and accordingly a new strategy would be framed. So these three modes are there. Okay, first of all we have to know that if we are going to deal with the corporate level strategies, then how we are going to deal with the corporate level strategies. These corporate level strategies would be dealt on the basis of three modes. Okay, the first mode is what? Entrepreneurial mode. The other one is adaptive mode, and the third one is what? Planning mode. Okay, and here there are various types of analysis which is being done for corporate level analysis. The very first analysis is what? SWOT analysis, that is strength, weakness, opportunities and threat analysis. I have dealt this analysis in my earlier videos. You can find it from those videos. The other one is what? Corporate profiles. These corporate profile is also a very important analysis, with the help of which we are going to come up on the basis of the corporate levels, the profile of a corporate level. And the profile of a corporate level is being judged, is being analyzed on various characteristics. Those analytical characteristics are, for analyzing the corporate portfolios, are motive for decisions. First of all, we have to find out that what is the motive for taking the decision. Very first analytical characteristics of a corporate portfolio analysis. The next one is what? Goals of organization. We have to find out that what kind of goals or does the organizations are having. Third one is what? Evaluation of proposals, that what kind of proposals are being given and how we are going to evaluate those proposals. Third one is what? Choice made by, that who has made the choice, whether the choice is made on the basis of entrepreneur, whether it has been made on the basis of bargaining, or whether it has been made on the basis of management. Okay, the third, the fourth, the next analytical characteristics is decision horizon. Okay, this is a very important term, that is known as what? Decision horizon. That we have to look whether it should be on long term or whether it should be of the short term strategies. Okay, other one is what? Preferred environment. This is also a very important term, that is preferred environment. We have to analyze the things on the basis of preferred environment. There are three types of environments. Preferred environment on which the strategies or the decisions, important strategies in the form of decisions would be taken. Those are what? Uncertainty, certainty and risk. Okay, the next one is what? Decision linkages, that whether the decision or the strategies, how, where they do have the linkages. Okay, where we are going to link it with. Flexibility of mode, whether how much flexibility is there with our strategies. The other one is what? Size of moves, that what is the size of move, whether it should be of bold decision, whether it should be of incremental steps, whether it should be for global strategies. Okay, other one is what? Other characteristics of analysis is what? Vision of direction. Okay, whether the vision is of a specific one or whether the vision is of the general one. So these are what? These are the different types of visions or the characteristics on the basis of which we are going to deal the characteristical parts. Okay, the other one is what? Sources of power, that from where the for taking the decisions, what kind of sources of power which they are going to get, whether the sources of power is of entrepreneur, it is of dividend, or it is of management. Okay, objectives of organization, that what is the objective of organization. Okay, whether the objective should be of operational, non-operational. Okay, the other one is what? Organizational environment, that what kind of organizational environment is there, and accordingly what how we are doing the analysis. Okay, other one is what? Status of organization, that what is the status of organization, whether the organization is the established one, the large organization, a small organization, a strong leadership, small leadership, which kind of leaderships of the organizations they are having. So these are what? These are the different kinds of, we can find out the characteristics, or to find out the analytical characteristics, to find out the corporate profiles. Okay, the other one is what? Is related to the strategic alternatives, that what kind of alternatives which we are going to select. Okay, and those strategic alternatives would be on the basis of various factors. Okay, those factors are what? Economic forces, industry forces, possible organizational strengths and weaknesses, advertising, brand names, channel management, company reputation, computer information system, control system, costs, customer loyalty, decision making, political legal forces, economics of scales, environmental scanning, financial resources, forecasting, government lobbying, human resource, inventory management, labor relations, social forces, leadership, manufacturing and operations, market share, organizational structure, physical facilities or equipments, product and service quality, technological forces, public relations, quality control, research and development, and selling technology. So these are what? These are the different kinds of factors which we are going to look upon while analyzing the corporate level analysis part. Okay, and the kinds of strategies which we are going to consider, those strategies under the corporate level strategies are what? Stability strategies, growth strategies, retrenchment strategies, and combination strategies. Earlier classes we have studied about all these strategies, and so for on my last video lectures, you can find out all those stability strategies, growth strategies, retrenchment strategies, and all those strategies I have did in the earlier videos of my lecture. Okay, now for this corporate level strategies, there is a input stage. Okay, these input stage is being related with the internal factor evaluation matrix, that is IFE. The internal factor evaluation matrix summarizes an organization's key general management. Okay, and according to those general management, they are going to look upon the various types of strategies. Internal factors evaluation. The other one is what? External factor evaluation. This external factor evaluation is also being considered for knowing the corporate evaluation, for knowing the corporate we can say that corporate level strategy analysis. The external factor evaluation matrix is framed, and accordingly that is also known as EFE matrix. Okay, with the help of this matrix we are going to analyze the corporate level strategy analysis. Okay, this technique of strategic analytic framework is the external factor environment evaluation matrix. Okay, this technique summarizes an organization's opportunities provided and threats posed by the external environmental factors, that is economical, political, technological, social, cultural, governmental, competitors, and international. Okay, the external factors evaluation matrix answers 4 questions. Okay, those are what are the company's environmental opportunities and threats? The other one, what is the relative significance of each opportunities and threat to the company's overall performance? The third one, does each factor represent a major threat, a minor opportunity, or a major opportunity? The weightage of the factors may be assigned, so we can find out the major threats, minor threats, major opportunities, or minor opportunities. Okay, and the fourth question is what is the company's total weighted score resulting from the external factors evaluation matrix? We have to consider that also, so that we are going to evaluate, we are going to find out the corporate level strategy analysis. Okay, so the next, if we talk about the next strategy analysis technique, or for the corporate portfolio analysis strategy, that is the competitive portfolio matrix. Okay, as analyzed in the earlier chapter or in the earlier lectures, that identifying and analyzing competitors' strength, weakness, and strategies are useful in the strategy formulation or strategy corporate level strategy analysis. Okay, the competitive portfolio matrix summarizes significant information about competitors. The strategists should use only the factual information about competitors in strategy formulation. A competitive portfolio profile matrix should answer the following questions. Those are what? Who are our major competitors? It is very much necessary. The other one is what? What key factors are most important to being successful in the industry? Third one is what? What is the relative importance of each key factor to success in the industry? Okay. The fourth one is that to what extent is each competitor strong or weak on each key success factors? Okay. And last, overall, how strong or weak is each major competitors? Okay. So, for analyzing the corporate portfolio strategies, there are a few external strategic positions, okay, which a corporate level strategist should know that what kind of those positions or strategic positions are there, so that they can analyze the corporate level strategies. Okay, those are number one, external stability, or we can say that it as an environmental stability. Okay, this is a very important stability on the basis of which we are going to analyze the corporate strategies. Okay, the corporate level strategies, that is technological changes, rate of inflation, demand variability, price range of competing products, barriers to entry into market, competitive pressure, and price elasticity of demand. Okay, so these are what? These are the different factors, or we can say that analytical methods, which will help us to know the environmental stability of a corporate portfolio or corporate level strategy. Okay, and the other one is what? Industry strength. That is known as what? IS. That is industry strength. With this, under this industry strength, the factors which comes are growth potential, profit potential, financial stability, technological know-how, resource utilization, capital intensity, ease of entry into market, and productivity and capacity utilization. So these are what? These are the different characteristics which helps in analyzing the corporate strategies or corporate level strategies. Okay, so these are what? These are the different kinds of strategies. These are what? These are the different types of analytical factors. Okay, thank you to all of you.